Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Brickwork Podcast. We've had a hiatus, and the reason is we're actually excited for a upcoming seed round, a capital raise for ourselves. So we're definitely going to be announcing that here shortly with links and hoping early users, friends, family, and investors that we've spoken with in the past join us on that cap table. So we'll be announcing that very soon. So without further ado, wanted to welcome our guest for today is Michael de Jong. He is the head of business development at Meka Modular. Hey, Michael.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Okay, so now is the official start, and we were discussing a little bit right before, and even our initial call. So I'm super excited to have you on. I really think you're gonna provide a lot of value for our user base, which is going to be mostly residential agents, but not to say commercial agents don't also want to understand what they can do with ADUs, and we've been seeing that at scale. So, but I think the insight you provide, and there's another portion of clientele that we're just starting to address, is property owners. So it's funny, we initially have been targeting agents, and then all we get now are email requests from owners that go, hey, so one of my agents introduced me to a brickwork report, and they say you could do ADU, but they were talking about one property. I have a few others. Can you, can we get something from you guys? And so that's been a new thing. Obviously, it's just the property owners directly. They want to know what they can or can't build. So anyhow, with that being said, let's start off with your background. Tell me about yourself and also what you've been doing at Meka Modular.
First of all, I'm head of business development at Meka Modular. I've been there for about 8 years. And I started 8 years ago with an industry that was very different than it is today. At least the expectations of the business are very different. I think several states have changed their laws, and modular has grown quite a bit. So that has been my involvement. Prior to that, I was into working for real estate developers in finance, and then also bridging the gap between the financial aspect of any property development, and then ultimately, how do you turn the product into a bite size? Let's say you do a sub-development of 500 units. How do you take all that financial information and make it on a one-to-one basis with the client? Because you have to obviously manage all the cost expectations. And that translates well into what I do currently, because the managing of expectations of clients is probably the most important first step in accepting a client, because you can tell pretty quickly what type of temper the client has and where they might be misunderstanding things. And even if you're very clear with the client and provide them literature and initial consultations, they often gravitate back to the misunderstanding. And that is just because it's a deep-seated belief that anything that comes out of a factory must be fast, must be 100% already scripted, blueprinted, if you will. And therefore, why are there other costs involved? So that is what I do at Meka.